If you would have told me coming into week 8 of 2021 that Pittsburgh Panthers would be a 3-point favorite at home against Clemson, I would have told you to just leave. Or I would have called you crazy or whatever made sense at the time, but no way would I have ever believed that Pitt would be a 3-point favorite at home against Clemson in 2021. But the reason they are is that man you see on your screen right there. Kenny Pickett has been playing out of his mind. Kenny Pickett is the Heisman front runner, and you cannot tell me otherwise. 21 touchdowns, 70% completion percentage, 1 interception, just under 2,000 yards. There are 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks that I'd put up there with Kenny Pickett right now. One would be Matt Corral. Sean Clifford, performance-wise, probably. Stat-wise, no. Grayson McCall's been playing out of his mind. I did a video on Coastal Carolina App State earlier today. You guys can go check that out. I don't think Grayson McCall is as good as Kenny Pickett, but stat-wise, he's up there. Other than that, I don't really see anybody on Kenny Pickett's level. Bijan Robinson and Kenneth Walker have both been playing out of their mind, but the disrespect towards Kenny Pickett is blasphemous. It's unreal, and I don't understand. PFF had him ranked as the number 12 quarterback after week 6. I don't think they did their ratings after week 7 yet, but after last week, he had 19 touchdowns and 1 pick steal. It doesn't make any sense to me. They just slaughtered Virginia Tech on the road. They've beat Virginia Tech on the road, Georgia Tech on the road. I got some other stuff pulled up here. I've got a number of things that don't make sense to me. DJ Uiagalelei, 974 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. If he doesn't step up, Clemson's going to get steamrolled. And it has nothing to do with Clemson's defense being weak by any means. Clemson's defense is playing well, not necessarily to the Clemson standard that they have in the past, but they're still playing good football. Now, the problem is they really haven't faced a good offense. You could say they've shut down Georgia week 1. Yes, I talked about this to one of my buddies the other day. If Georgia and Clemson played in week 2, Georgia would have won by 40, and it wouldn't have been close. The problem is, when you look at Pittsburgh, you look at Kenny Pickett's stats, you say, well, who have they played? They played Virginia Tech, Tennessee, Western Michigan that they lost to somehow, New Hampshire, Georgia Tech, and I can't remember who they played week 1, but it wasn't somebody that just kind of stood out. With Clemson, you look at them, you say Syracuse, Boston College, NC State, Georgia Tech, South Carolina State, and Georgia. Really? Clemson hasn't played anybody either. When you look at names, yes, Clemson has played some good teams. Not really. Syracuse isn't great. Boston College is not great. NC State is mediocre. Well, NC State is probably the best team they've played when they're playing to their potential. Georgia Tech is not that good. South Carolina State's awful, and Georgia, it was week 1. I'm putting that game on the shelf because we had all high hopes for Clemson after that game. Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech on the road, that's a terrible place to play. Georgia Tech on the road, not as bad, but still a good one. At Tennessee, Neyland Stadium is unreal. You saw the performance of Ole Miss last week or this weekend. Pittsburgh has had to go on the road and get big wins, and when they've went on the road, they've pulled it out. 21-point victory, 31-point victory, 7-point victory. Those are harder than playing a top 25 team at home. I don't care what you say. And the problem is Tennessee playing well compared to the beginning of the season. They could be a top 25 team. Virginia Tech beat North Carolina, who we later learned was not great. But that defeats the purpose. Georgia Tech here, again, not that good of a team. Barely lost to Clemson by 6. Gets beat by Pitt by 31. The difference in this game is going to be the quarterback position. If DJ Uiagalelei does not step it up and play the best game he's played of his career, play a game like he's played against Notre Dame last year in the regular season, Pitt wins this by a mile. The fact that they're 3-point favorite is kind of mind-blowing to me because Clemson, it's just like Iowa. This is the same situation with Iowa. Iowa, we should have lost to Penn State. Should have never been in a situation to be the number 2 team in the country. They don't have offense at all. They've rode the coattails of their defense all season. They did it against Iowa State. They did it against Penn State. When your defense performs as well as they did, yes, you're going to be that good. But they don't have an offense. Clemson does not have an offense. Georgia is rolling teams with their backup quarterback. It's mind blowing to me that Kenny Pickett one is not really in the topic of conversation for Heisman front runner. Let's see. I pulled up some of his stats. He is 15th in pass completions, which is mediocre stat. Not in pass completion percentage, 11th in yards, 4th in touchdowns, 7th in passing yards per attempt, and then 3rd in efficiency rating, which is behind Grayson McCall and CJ Stroud. One thing that every Heisman frontrunner has, every Heisman winner has, is a Heisman moment. That one moment that puts them into the Heisman conversation, that secures them the Heisman Trophy, that one moment where you say that guy deserves the Heisman Trophy, and it's really no question. Kenny Pickett's Heisman moment is coming Saturday against Clemson, and it's just because of who Clemson is. It's because they're known to be a good team, a good defense, a great defense. This is that moment for Kenny Pickett. At home, Kenny Pickett's going to throw for 3 touchdowns at least. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm going to be wrong. Kenny Pickett is going to play out of his mind. Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh Panthers will beat Clemson by at least 6 on Saturday. The only way Clemson wins is if DJ plays again. Out of his mind, but I don't see it happening. Give me Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Panthers all day.